Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Watch my video and subscribes my channel. Luna disguises herself and crashes Will's party. The bold and the beautiful preview video for the week of August 18th to 22nd shows that Luna Nozoa will attend a party in disguise, while distraught Lee Finnegan sends an SOS to Sheila Sharp. BNB's weekly promo begins with Carter Walton assuring Ridge Forrester that he wants to marry Hope Logan. But Hope will be preoccupied with Liam Spencer. Liam will understand that there are a million other things Hope could be doing, but she will claim that there is no other place she would rather be. Fans will witness some intimate moments as Hope and Liam continue to bond over his cancer ruse, raising the possibility of a romantic reunion. Next, the celebration to commemorate Spencer's promotion will begin. Electra Forrester will be by Will's side as they walk into the restaurant, so Deacon Sharp will welcome them and make an intriguing statement. What happens at Il Giardino stays at Il Giardino, Deacon states in the weekly preview film. Deacon's comment could pave the way for something outrageous to happen at this party, which Will would prefer to keep hidden. There will be a DJ, alcohol, and dancing, so things will be somewhat crazy. It will provide Luna with the perfect opportunity to flee Lee's home, disguise herself, and become a party crasher. When Lee finds Luna is missing, she will become panicked. Lee will eventually call Sheila and say Luna is not present, leaving Sheila wondering where their grandchild has gone. Back with Luna, she'll wear a wig and glasses to fit in with the throng. Luna will also pick up a mask as the wheels begin to spin, implying that a terrible narrative may be developing. Is the show preparing for a case of mistaken identity? If Will gets drunk or drugged, he may be unable to distinguish between a masked Luna and a masked Electra. We'll see if Will cheats on Electra unintentionally as a result of this party and Luna's next trick, as B&B has done in the past. According to the bold and the beautiful spoilers, this party will go horribly wrong in some way. So stay tuned for updates on all of the bad news. When Luna's survival secret is revealed, Vengeful Bill says the following words. According to speculations from the bold and the beautiful, Furious Bill Spencer may shout 7 things when Luna Nozowa's survival secret is revealed. Let's discuss about Bill's rage and what happens to Luna after he makes a terrible discovery. Lee Finnegan spared Luna from a terrible fate and intends to give her a chance at forgiveness. Sheila Sharp, now that she knows the truth, is equally keen to assist Luna in making the most of this opportunity. Of course, Sheila and Lee are the only ones who believe Luna deserves a fresh start. Everyone else on canvas assumes Luna is gone for good, so they're pleased she won't be able to injure anyone again. It appears to be a dangerous move for Lee and Sheila to provide Luna with a fresh start outside of prison. B&B fans must remember that Luna squandered her second chance when Bill pardoned her, and she has since relapsed to risky conduct. That's why things will become ugly when Bill discovers Lee fabricated Luna's death and has been hiding her together with Sheila. You can know Bill is going to blow up and demand justice, especially because Luna nearly killed Liam Spencer. That takes us to the 7 words that Furious Bill would say to Luna. You won't get away with it again. Bill once allowed Luna to avoid a prison sentence, but he will not make the same mistake again. It's easy to see Bill requesting Luna's arrest and life in prison unless she wants to be wiped off the map for good. Whatever the case, Bill will learn about Luna's survival secret sooner or later. So stay tuned to watch how he uncovers that shocking knowledge. Between Grace Buckingham's fraud and Lee's deception for Luna's sake, Bill is going to be tested to the brink. According to the bold and the beautiful spoilers, Bill will unleash his anger as a result. So don't miss any of the mounting drama. Luna wants to see Finn, and Ridge's breakup delay frustrates Brooke. The bold and the beautiful recap for Thursday, August 14th, shows that Luna Nozowa wished to visit John Finnegan, while Ridge Forrester's split delay irritated Brooke Logan. Here's how Thursday's B&B episode played out. Brooke informed Katie Logan at Forrester Creations that Nick Marone was departing just before she arrived. After Brooke admitted Nick had shown her an engagement ring, she said he was keeping it until he returned. Of course, there was some discussion about Ridge being the man Brooke really desired. Taylor Hayes recognized how terrible Brooke's rescue had been, but she reminded Ridge that Brooke's future belonged to someone else and refused to remove the ring from her finger. Ridge appeared torn and guilty before proceeding to the office, where he met Brooke for a private talk. Brooke inquired about Taylor's previous interactions, to which Ridge said that Kelly Spencer was present and that it was not the appropriate moment to explain. Brooke informed Ridge about Nick's ring and how he nearly proposed to her in Italy. After Brooke told Ridge that he didn't want to lose her and promised to make things right, she inquired when. Brooke floated the idea of returning to Nick if Ridge couldn't break his engagement with Taylor and rejoin with her. Ridge did not reveal his objectives, but he did pull Brooke into a hug. Taylor had a visit from Katie at Eric Forrester's house. Taylor felt Brooke and Ridge had been too codependent in the past, thus there was some bickering about them. Although Katie was clearly yearning for Ridge and Brooke to reunite, Taylor believed that Ridge would only face more heartache if he returned to his ex. That's why Taylor said it wouldn't happen. In the design office, Electra Forrester felt awful for making Will Spencer wait for the next spicy step in their relationship, especially because so many other girls would leap at the opportunity. Will said he was only interested in Electra, who relished a make-out session with him. Because Electra knew Will was nothing like Remy Price, she reassured him of her trust. Electra also said that her father cheated and crushed her mother when she was a child. Thus their divorce damaged her and made her more cautious. Electra appreciated Will's patience, and she expected to be ready for the next step shortly. Meanwhile, Lee Finnegan and Sheila Sharp took Luna's hands and helped her walk for a while. Luna also put on lipstick and felt more like herself. However, Luna made it plain that the resentment had vanished and intended to make the most of this second chance. Luna appreciated Lee and Sheila's assistance. Luna also admitted that she wanted to see Finn, but Lee was uncomfortable. Lee claimed that it couldn't happen just now, but Luna remained optimistic for the future. Sheila ultimately brought up Luna's interest in Will, which shocked Lee. Lee warned Luna not to think about boys, especially Will, because he is a Spencer. Of course, Luna had Will sting flashbacks and implied that he could have kissed her back to life. According to the bold and the beautiful teasers, Luna will demonstrate her troublemaking tendencies in the coming week. Will becomes enraged. Luna disguises herself and Carter confronts her. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Monday, August 18th, 2025, include some intriguing surprises. Fans should expect Will Spencer to get drunk and wild during his party. Meanwhile, Luna Nozawa adopts a disguise. Carter Walton has a heated discussion with Ridge Forrester. Continue reading, and let's discuss what's coming up on the CBS soap drama. Carter Walton's confrontation. Let's start with Carter, who hasn't been seen much recently. The dude reappears in Monday's program. However, he will not be with Hope Logan. The COO appears to be having another difficult discussion with Ridge. In a sample clip, Carter seemed to be frantic to persuade Ridge of something. It has to do with marrying Hope. So, I'm wondering if Ridge is still against the union. Hope Logan reconnects. While Carter is speaking with Ridge, Hope reconnects with Liam Spencer. Hope spent time with Liam when he was initially diagnosed, knowing he didn't have much time. Carter was completely fine with it and encouraged her. Read this, the bold and the beautiful spoilers. Questions around Brooke's drowning accident. However, Liam now recognizes that he was never going to die. Hope is not rushing to deliver Carter the good news. Instead, Hope appears to be spending more time with Liam. So, I'm wondering if Carter will end up with another broken heart. Is Hope going to end up back with Liam? Daphne Rose may have been mistaken about the Lope embrace, but she could have been correct all along regarding Hope's heart. Will Spencer goes wild. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Monday, August 18th show that Deacon Sharp has been requested to arrange a party for Will. The man accepted, but a preview clip indicates that it will be a crazy occasion. There are plenty of booze bottles and dancing 20-somethings, so it's quite evident that we will get drunk at this party. Luna Nozawa's disguise. Meanwhile, Lee Finnegan is frightened when Luna disappears. She phones Sheila Carter-Sharp and delivers some terrifying news. The nice doctor informs that Luna has left. Then, a promotional clip shows a disguised Luna attending Will's party. I have a nasty feeling Luna will get a drunk, Will into bed. That will be heartbreaking for Electra Forrester, who is convinced he's the man of her dreams. The Bold and the Beautiful is barreling toward chaos during the week of August 18th to 22nd as Luna Nozawa, supposedly dead and hidden away by Lee Finnegan, sneaks out of her confinement and crashes Will Spencer's wild promotion party in full disguise, wig and glasses in place, blending into the crowd as music blares and alcohol flows at Il Giardino, while Electra Forrester glows on W, a scenario that echoes classic B&B mix-ups and threatens to devastate Electra's trust in the young Spencer, while at the same time Lee realizes Luna has gone missing, panic gripping her as she frantically calls Sheila Sharp, confessing that their second chance project has slipped out the door, leaving Sheila to wonder if their granddaughter has run straight to temptation in the form of Will. And though Luna plays at innocence in her disguise, there's a disturbingly mischievous glint in her eyes suggesting she's not fully reformed, especially when she recalls Will's kiss during her recovery and convinces herself that he could be her key to feeling alive again. But while Luna courts danger, other dramas churn. Ridge Forrester drags his feet on breaking up with Taylor Hayes, leaving Brooke Logan seething and dangling Nick Marone's unaccepted engagement ring as leverage, warning Ridge that if he doesn't act soon, she might just say yes to Nick after all, while Carter Walton has it out with Ridge, demanding he stop interfering in his plans to marry Hope Logan, even as Hope herself drifts closer to Liam Spencer again in the aftermath of his cancer misdiagnosis, creating a looming heartbreak scenario where Carter is left betrayed once more. Meanwhile, the real bomb ticking in the background is Bill Spencer, who remains in the dark about Luna's survival, but when he inevitably learns that Lee faked her death and that Sheila helped hide her, the vengeful father will unleash his wrath with 7 scathing words. You're not getting away with it again. A chilling promise to see Luna locked up for good this time after nearly killing Liam, and while Lee and Sheila may beg for mercy, Bill will demand justice, threatening to erase Luna's freedom permanently unless she faces the consequences she evaded before, setting up a brutal clash between Spencer power, Forrester family loyalty, and the dangerous unpredictability of Luna herself, who now proves with her stunt at Will's party that trouble clings to her like a shadow no matter how many second chances she's given. And as Will gets wild, Electra's trust is tested, Ridge stalls, Brooke fumes, Carter confronts, Hope wavers, and Bill prepares to explode. It's clear that August's episodes are setting the stage for a catastrophic collision where secrets are exposed. Alliances are shattered, and Luna Nozawa, once thought buried by fate, could once again become the most dangerous woman in Los Angeles. As the music pulses at Will Spencer's promotion bash, and the DJ keeps the crowd on its feet. The atmosphere grows looser, sloppier, more dangerous, with bottles of champagne scattered across tables, and Will himself tossing back drinks like a man determined to prove he's not just Dollar Bill's son, but the king of his own reckless empire. And Electra Forrester tries to play the dutiful girlfriend, smiling at his antics, reminding him to slow down. But she doesn't realize the masked girl slipping through the crowd, lingering by the dance floor, watching every move, is none other than Luna Nozawa, who has escaped Lee Finnegan's carefully controlled captivity and reinvented herself for one night as a stranger in the room. Though her intentions are far from innocent, because her glances keep darting back to Will, her obsession rekindled, her hunger to taste what she believes is forbidden destiny gnawing at her as Electra laps on his arm. And this is where the lines between disguise and danger blur, because Luna, emboldened by the anonymity of her mask, dances closer, brushing past him, testing whether he recognizes her presence, and as Will stumbles more into drunkenness, it becomes increasingly clear that a terrible mix-up could unfold, one that could shatter Electra's world and put Will right back into scandal, because if Luna engineers a kiss, or worse, in that dark corner of Il Giardino, who will know until it's too late? Meanwhile, Lee is unraveling in her panic, barking into the phone at Sheila Sharp, demanding help, furious that her scheme to fake Luna's death and build her up in secrecy has already spiraled out of control, and Sheila, torn between loyalty to Lee and her instinct to protect her granddaughter, insists they'll find her. But even Sheila can't hide her unease as she pictures Luna spiraling into chaos once again. While elsewhere, Carter Walton explodes in frustration at Ridge Forrester, desperate to defend his right to marry Hope Logan, only to be shut down by Ridge's smug disapproval. But Hope is nowhere near that fight because she's with Liam Spencer, curled up in quiet moments that echo their past, her hand lingering in his as she insists she wants to be there for him even though his terminal diagnosis turned out to be a scam. And the irony cuts deep. Carter argues for a marriage Hope herself may already be subconsciously backing away from. And if Carter thought Daphne rose once, threatened his heart, he has no idea how badly Hope's unresolved bond with Liam could destroy it now. But back at the party, Deacon Sharp, ever the showman, raises his glass again with another sly toast. His line about what happens at Il Giardino stays at Il Giardino, landing heavier now as the night tilts toward scandal. And though no one knows it yet, Bill Spencer is only days away from learning the shocking truth that Luna never died at all, that Lee and Sheila played God with fate and dared to give a dangerous woman yet another chance. And when that revelation hits, Bill's fury will be volcanic, a storm of rage roaring through the Spencer, Logan, and Forrester families as he confronts Luna with 7 words that slice like a blade. You're not getting away with it again. A declaration not just of vengeance, but of finality. A promise that this time he won't be swayed by pleas, tears, or second chances. This time Luna will pay, and whether that means prison bars or Bill's own brand of ruthless justice, the fallout will scorch everyone connected to her, from Lee's medical hubris to Sheila's misguided loyalty to Will's entanglement to Finn's inevitable heartbreak when he learns his cousin's sister whatever complicated tie has been hidden from him all along. And through it all Brooke Logan fumes at Ridge's delay, dangling Nick Marone's ring like a weapon while Ridge waffles. Taylor clings to the tatters of her dignity, and Steffi prepares to defend her brother Thomas, unaware that the darker storm of Luna's chaos is already converging. So as Luna prowls the party in her mask and will staggers closer to a mistake he can't take back, the stage is set for August's episodes to detonate into one of the most chaotic, scandal-ridden arcs in years, where secrets won't stay buried, disguises won't hold, and the fallout could leave no family untouched. As the night at Il Giardino spins out of control, the bass pounding and colored lights flickering across the dance floor, Luna Nozoa moves like a phantom in her disguise, every step calculated to stay unnoticed while her eyes track Will Spencer, who, now drunker than he should be, laughs with friends and leans dangerously close to the bar, and Electra, none the wiser, steps aside to greet someone who she thinks is just another partygoer, while in reality Luna's mask hides her familiar face, allowing her to inch ever closer, and with every sway of her hips, every brush past Will's shoulder, the tension coils tighter, because in the back of her mind she recalls the adrenaline of the kiss that once saved her life and convinces herself she deserves another taste of that thrill. And just as she prepares to make her move, Lee Finnegan is on the phone with Sheila Sharp, voice tight with panic, whispering frantically that Luna is slipping through their fingers again, and Sheila, equally tense, tries to calculate how to intercept her granddaughter before disaster strikes. But the party is a swirling sea of bodies and music, with Deacon Sharp now doubling down on the chaos, encouraging the revelry, laughing at the teetering drunk Will. And the irony is brutal because the very environment Deacon has helped create is the perfect storm for Luna's dangerous plan. And as she nears Will, she suddenly grabs a mask from a nearby table, slipping it on as though it were a shield, a second layer of anonymity, allowing her to maneuver right next to him without fear of recognition. And at the same moment, Brooke Logan is off in her own world, fuming at Ridge's indecision, dangling Nick Marone's engagement ring like a loaded gun, while Hope is deep in conversation with Liam Spencer, their hands lingering, the air thick with unspoken emotion.